Arya is promised to Marcus. The life debt is void. Dante's voice could cut stone. I've reviewed the ancient laws. The king's claim supersedes all debts, contracts, and promises. Arya is my mate. She belongs with me. She belongs to the family that saved her life. Elena's mask cracks further. Do you have any idea what we sacrificed for her? What we risked? What did you risk? Dante steps forward, putting himself between me and Elena. Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you've been holding her hostage. Elena's eyes narrow. You don't know what you're talking about. Then enlighten me. His voice drops, dangerous. Tell me exactly how you found Arya that night, how you knew where to look, how you managed to save her from an attack that should have killed her. The silence stretches taut. We heard her screaming, Elena finally says. We were passing through the woods. At midnight? In territory you have no claim to? Dante's laugh is bitter. Try again. This conversation is over. Elena turns to me and her expression makes my blood run cold. Arya, you need to make a choice, right now. Our family, or this bond that will destroy you both. Don't threaten her, Dante growls. It's not a threat, Your Majesty. It's a promise. Elena's smile is poison sweet. Arya knows what she owes us, and she knows what happens to people who don't pay their debts. Then she's gone, leaving the threat hanging in the air like smoke. I'm trembling. Dante pulls me against his chest, and I let him, just for a moment. Let myself feel safe in my mate's arms. I need to know the truth, I whisper against his shirt, about that night, about what really happened. Then we'll find it. He presses a kiss to the top of my head. Together. That night, I dream. I'm running through a forest, but I'm not alone. A white wolf races beside me, beautiful, powerful, and so familiar it makes my chest ache. Find me, she begs, her voice echoing in my mind. I'm trapped. She's killing me. You have to hurry. Who? I cry out. Who has you? But the forest shifts, and suddenly I'm standing in a dark room. The white wolf is caged, silver chains burning her fur, and standing over her smiling is... I wake up gasping. My hand flies to my chest, and my fingers brush something that wasn't there when I fell asleep. A black rose lies on my pillow, perfectly preserved. Impossibly dark, the symbol of the Shadow Coven, the witches who steal wolves from their hosts. My hands shake as I pick it up, and a piece of paper flutters from beneath it. The note is written in elegant script. Stop searching, little Omega. Stop asking questions, or the king dies too, and this time we'll take more than just your wolf. We'll take everything. I stare at the rose, at the threat, at the proof that everything Dante suspected is true. Someone wants us both powerless, and they're willing to kill to keep their secrets. Chapter 3. The King's Confession. The Alpha King is dying, and I'm the only one who can save him. Except I'm broken too. We have 6 weeks to solve a mystery 3 years in the making, or we both lose everything. I don't sleep after finding the black rose. Instead, I sit on my bed, turning the cursed flower in my hands as dawn breaks outside my window. The note lies beside me, its threat burned into my memory. Stop searching, or the king dies too, like I'm already marked for death. Like whoever wrote this has been planning our destruction for a very long time. The knock on my door is soft, but I still jolt. Arya? It's me. Dante. I hide the rose under my pillow and open the door a crack. The Alpha King stands in the servants' corridor, looking completely out of place in his tailored suit. His eyes find mine, and I see the same exhaustion I feel reflected back at me. Did you sleep? He asks. Did you? His mouth quirks in something that's not quite a smile. Can I come in? I shouldn't let him. Servants don't entertain the king in their private quarters, but I step aside anyway. And he slips through the door before anyone can see. My room is tiny, a bed, a wash basin, a single chair. Dante makes it feel even smaller just by existing in it. I need to show you something, I say, pulling the rose from its hiding place. His entire body goes rigid. Where did you get that? It was on my pillow when I woke up, with this. I hand him the note. Dante reads it, his jaw clenching tighter with each word. When he's finished, his hands are shaking. The Shadow Coven. You know them? Everyone knows them. Witches who deal in dark magic, stealing wolves from their hosts, binding curses, trading in power. He looks up at me, and there's something raw in his expression. They're the ones who cursed me. The room tilts. What? I was going to tell you today anyway. But now... He runs a hand through his dark hair. Arya, I'm dying. My wolf is dying. And you're the only one who can save me. I sink onto the edge of my bed. I don't understand. 3 years ago, the same night you lost your wolf, I was cursed. He starts pacing my small room like a caged animal. Someone hired the Shadow Coven to poison me, slowly. It's eating away at my wolf from the inside. 6 weeks ago, my healers told me I had 2 months left. Maybe less. That's why you invoked the king's claim, I whisper. You need the mate bond. A true mate bond is the only thing powerful enough to break a curse this dark. He stops in front of me, and I can see the truth now. The shadows under his eyes, the way he moves like every step hurts, the desperation bleeding through his careful control. But I can't complete the bond without your wolf. So we're both broken. Both cursed. I look down at my hands, both running out of time. Yes. He kneels in front of me, taking my hands in his. But I think our curses are connected. It can't be coincidence that we were attacked on the same night, that you lost your wolf the moment mine found you. My breath catches. Someone wanted us powerless. Someone wanted us apart. His grip tightens, and they've been keeping us that way for 3 years. Elena. It has to be Elena. But why? What could she possibly gain from destroying both of us? We need help, I say. Someone who understands curses, who can tell us what we're dealing with. I know someone. Dante stands, pulling me up with him. A witch. Not Shadow Coven. She broke from them decades ago. If anyone can help us, it's her. And if she can't? His hand comes up to cup my face. And the mate bond flares between us, weaker than it should be, broken and struggling, but still there. Then we fight anyway, together. Because I've been searching for you for 3 years, Arya. I'm not losing you now. The conviction in his voice makes my chest tight. You barely know me. I know enough. His thumb traces my cheekbone. I know you're stronger than anyone who's kept you trapped. I know you're brave enough to question everything you've been told, and I know that when I look at you, my dying wolf still finds a reason to howl. I lean into his touch, just for a moment letting myself believe this could work, that we could break both our curses, that broken things can be made whole. Okay, I whisper, let's go. The witch lives in the Shadow District, the part of the capital where outcasts and outlaws make their home. Dante insists on taking his personal car rather than the royal motorcade, and I watch through tinted windows as elegant buildings give way to narrow streets and suspicious eyes. You come here often? I ask. More than the council would like. He navigates the car through a maze of alleys. The Shadow District is where you find answers when the palace can't help you, or won't. He parks in front of a building that looks ready to collapse. The sign above the door reads, Fortunes and Fixes, in peeling paint. Inside, the shop is cramped and cluttered with jars, crystals, and dried herbs. An old woman sits behind a counter, shuffling tarot cards with practiced ease. She looks up as we enter, and her eyes, one blue, one gold, widen. Alpha King. She sets down the cards. I wondered when you'd come. Sage. Dante's hand finds the small of my back, protective. I need your help. I can see that. Her mismatched gaze shifts to me, and she gasps, actually gasps, pressing a gnarled hand to her chest. Oh no. Oh, child, what have they done to you? They took my wolf, I say quietly. They did more than that. Sage stands, moving around the counter with surprising speed. She grabs my hand, then Dante's, pressing our palms together. The moment our skin touches, something pulses between us. The mate bond, trying desperately to complete itself despite everything working against it. Sage's eyes flutter closed. "By the moon," she breathes. "You two are tethered. Your curses are connected." Someone didn't just want you powerless, they wanted you destroyed together. "Can you break it?" Dante asks, his voice tight. "Not without her wolf." Sage releases our hands and shuffles back to her counter. The curses are linked to each other, his dying slowly, hers trapped. As long as her wolf is separated, his wolf will continue to deteriorate. But if you reunite them, the mate bond will snap into place and break both curses. I finish. "Exactly." Sage starts pulling books from shelves, muttering to herself. "But first, you need to find her wolf. And that won't be easy. The Shadow Coven is ruthless about guarding their stolen goods." "Do you know where they'd keep it?" Dante leans over the counter. "A wolf that powerful. They wouldn't just leave it anywhere." Sage pauses, and something dark crosses her face. "Powerful? What makes you think her wolf is powerful?" "I can feel it," Dante says. "Even separated, even broken. There's something different about Arya's wolf. Something ancient." "Ancient," Sage repeats slowly. She looks at me with new horror. "Child, what's your bloodline?" "I don't know. I was orphaned young. No pack, no family." "Of course you were." Sage pulls out a massive tome, flipping through pages covered in cramped handwriting. "They would have made sure of that, made sure you didn't know what you are, what you could become." "What are you talking about?" I ask. She finds the page she's looking for and spins the book toward us. The illustration shows a white wolf, larger than the others around it, with eyes that seem to glow off the page. "The ancient bloodline," Sage says. "The first wolves, the ones who could command all others. They were hunted to extinction centuries ago, or so we thought." My heart stops. "You think my wolf is—" "I don't think. I know." She taps the page. "Only an ancient could survive being separated from its host for 3 years. Any other wolf would have died within days." "Elena," Dante growls. "She wanted the power, wanted to control an ancient wolf. And she's had 3 years to experiment with it," Sage says grimly. She moves to a cabinet, pulling out a rolled parchment. "This is a map of known Shadow Coven locations in the kingdom. If your wolf is still alive, it's being held at one of them." She spreads the map across the counter. "There are 7 locations marked, scattered across the realm. This will take weeks to search," I say, despair creeping in. "We don't have weeks." "No, you don't." Sage studies the map, then points to one location. "But I'd start here. Shadow Valley. It's the Coven's oldest stronghold, and where they keep their most valuable prisoners." My blood runs cold. "Shadow Valley is Elena's family estate." Dante and I lock eyes, and I see my own realization reflected back at me. "They didn't save me," I whisper. "They took her. They took my wolf and kept her. All this time she's been right there. And they've been controlling you with guilt and debt, while they used your wolf for their own purposes." Dante's hands clench into fists. "How many others do you think? How many wolves has Elena's family stolen?" "Dozens, probably," Sage says. "The Shadow Coven has been growing stronger, bolder. If they have an ancient bloodline to experiment with," she shakes her head, "they could build an army. Control every wolf in the kingdom." "Then we stop them." Dante takes the map. "We go to Shadow Valley, we get Arya's wolf back, and we end this." "You have 6 weeks," Sage reminds him. "Less, if the curse accelerates. Are you strong enough for this fight?" "I don't have a choice." He looks at me. "We don't have a choice." We leave the shop together, and I notice Elena's silver car parked across the street. She's leaning against it, watching us with that pleasant smile that I now recognize as a mask. "Going somewhere, Your Majesty?" she calls out. "That's not your concern." Dante replies, his hand finding mine. Oh, but it is. Elena pushes off the car. Arya is promised to my family, remember? I can't let you steal her away. Watch me. We climb into Dante's car, and as we pull away, I see Elena lift her phone to her ear. Her smile widens. What is it? Dante asks, seeing my expression. She's calling someone. My stomach churns with dread. We need to hurry. Because I know with sudden certainty that whatever Elena